Right, a very good morning and welcome to this opening day of the week and a fresh week on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. It's been a very fast start today. Some of the stocks have really bounced back from last week's closing on a bearish mode last week. Among the early gainers this morning has been ICO Insurance. It closed on Friday. It was down by 9.9%. That was how it closed on Friday. This morning it shot up straight away, going up 8.25%. Also, last week on Friday, First Bank took a serious beating. First Bank shares ended on Friday on a bearish mode, on a very bearish mode. It closed at 9.84% this morning as the market opened just less than 2 hours that the market opened. So First Bank had quickly gone bullish. The shares had gone up quickly, not just bullish, was trading for 9.84%. So that is good news for First Bank. The shares went up from being 9.84 down. It's gone up by 9%. Also, Chance, so that's it. And they also, Zenith has also been doing well since the market opened this morning. It's gone up by 3.18%. Zenith Bank shares are doing well at the moment. It's gone up by 3.81%. Austin Lines took a beating. It's gone down by 9.74%. ICO Insurance, as I mentioned, it was down on Friday by 9.09%. But this morning, it had shot up quickly. It has gone bullish, 8.25%. So it's been a good opening day of the week for First Bank, from being 9.84% at the close of business on Friday. It opened this morning. It had shot up quickly. First Bank shares now trading for 9%, now trading for 59 naira 95 kobo. So that is really a good one for First Bank shareholders. If you're having First Bank shares and then you have enough you want to sell, you probably took a beating on Friday when the shares closed on a bearish note by 9.84% on Friday. But this morning, First Bank is doing really well. It's gone up. It's in a bullish mode. The shares are up by 9% as we speak. Also, Fidelity Bank has been where when the market opened this morning, Fidelity Bank first went up by 1.11%. But within half an hour, Fidelity Bank went up further, over 8.61%. So that is what I've always said about the stock market. You must know the stock market is like a day. The weather changes, the temperature changes. So imagine Fidelity Bank, if you had come in earlier, let's say you had 2,000 shares of Fidelity when it opened by 1.11%. If you had sold everything, you will have lost that, because within half an hour, it went up further. It went more bullish to 8.61%. So that is what happens in the stock market. So Fidelity Bank is doing well. Zenith Bank also. Zenith Bank took a lot of beating last week, but this morning it shot up quickly. It's up by 3.18%, though still low relatively, and it's going now for 113 naira 50 kobo comparatively, but it is still good news for Zenith Bank shareholders. It's up by 3.18%. Let me go into the market to give you further updates. So it's just the first day of the market of the new week, and it's not just the first day. The day is not even over, but positions are changing. Market is going on well, and then if you're there, so let's see what else is happening. Right now, Access Bank is down. Access Holdings is down by 0.44%. This is just the way Access Holdings is doing at the moment. Academy Press is 0.0%, it's not up. So I'm just going to give you highlight. Boa Cement, as I mentioned last week or before, Boa Cement doesn't get that many movements. So it is currently 0%. It's okay like that. Which other one? Nigeria Exchange Group, the parent company of the Nigeria Stock Exchange itself, it's a 0.0%. It's not up, it's not down. That is how it is. Also, let's see the highlight. Cadbury is a 0.0%. It's not up, it's not down. The shares are going for 62 naira 10 kobo. Eternal Oil has taken a beating this morning. It's gone down in value by 9.90%. I've taken advantage of some of the market movement as well to snap up a few shares of Eternal Oil for myself. So it's currently down. You want to get in for Eternal Oil. As I've mentioned, these are market fundamentals. When it is down, that is when you can grab some copies. So speak to your stockbroker if you fancy Eternal Oil shares. Okay, which other one? Daikon, it's at 0.0%. PZ is 0.0%, no movement. It's selling for 94 naira 95 kobo. Also, which other one? UAC is 0%. It's not bearish, it's not bullish. So right now, sort of is bullish because it's still okay. It's at 0.0%. It's just that it is conservatively not up by any value, but that is USC for you. It's at 0.0%, currently going for 185 naira USC. USC. Also, Arade Holdings is at 0.0%. That is Arade Holding. Aluminium extraction is at 0.0%. Lotus Halal Equity ETF. It's up in value as I'm speaking. It's up by over 4%. That is good. RT Briscoe, it is at 0.0% currently now. Jaiz Bank, as I've said, Jaiz Bank is a small bank compared to the likes of Access or Fidelity, but it's always doing well. This morning, currently, the price is up. It has gone up in value by 1.1%. So that's Jaiz Bank for you. Let me see where Fidel. So First Bank, as I'm speaking, our First Bank is up by 9%. So it's a good place for First Holdings, First Holdings, the parent company of First Bank of Nigeria. Lasaco, Lagos State Assurance Company, is also among the early gainers. Is currently up in value. That is really good for Lasaco. The share price is up by over 7%. That is Lasaco, Lagos State Assurance Company. So if you're a shareholder of Lasaco, this is a good time. If you have plenty of shares and you want to offload some, this is a good time. You should be speaking to your stockbroker because the value is up by over 7%. Okay, which other one? That communication is presently 0%. So it is still okay. United Capital, they've been doing well. But currently the price is down. It is bullish. It is bearish at the moment. It is down. May and Baker is currently at 0%. It is not down, but it is still okay, 0%. May and Baker. Dangote Cement. Currently, Dangote Cement also does not experience too much price fluctuation. There was price fluctuation last week, but presently Dangote Cement is at 0.0%. There is no movement. Anything can still happen. This is just the beginning of the business day. We are just less than 2 hours since the market opened. So Dangote Cement is currently 0.0. Final one, Dangote Sugar also is at 0.0%. Last week it appreciated in value. There was price movement for Dangote Sugar last week. Do not forget Dangote right issue for Dangote Sugar. I'll speak more of that during the lunch break. There is something which you need to do between now and Wednesday if you are a shareholder of Dangote Sugar, because the right issue for Dangote Sugar is closing on Wednesday. So if you're a shareholder, I'll talk more of that during the lunch break update. Finally, for this segment, Guaranteed Trust Holdings is at 0.0%. So that is Guaranteed Trust Holding, the parent company of Guaranteed Trust Bank. So that is it for now for this breakfast update. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you for the lunch time update. So watch out for them. Thank you for joining. I'll see you for lunchtime updates.